And we are live. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever it is you are in the world, and welcome to another edition of Living World of Darkness. This is a scene for the werewolf venue, which is meant to take place directly after the scene where a certain Silver Fang by the name of Cinnamon Harris was rescued. Um, sort of. She was brought back. I wouldn't necessarily call her rescued just yet. In any event, Dizzy, while she was out there, perhaps got a bit overzealous, perhaps wasn't thinking things all the way through, made a few assumptions which ended up messing with the veil. Upon realizing her mistake, being of a southern persuasion, it is not time to try and dodge guilt or shrink away from comeuppance. She knows she did bad, and she was taught that you own up to your own mistakes and you take whatever punishment is dealt out as a result. And so she has made her way towards where Teeth usually is found, whether it's in the Umbra or the Tolarian. I'm pretty sure it's probably the Umbra.
He
Near...
paces around both. He actually spends the bulk of his time in the Tolarian, given that that's where threats to the Scepter are likely to manifest that he will not be alerted of. And also where the pigeons are, let's be fair.
Alright. Well, Dizzy makes her way. She follows the pigeons.
And she finds Teeth in his trench coat, as normal, with people giving him a wide berth. And, yeah, with the pigeons around him, scattering the birdseed.
Is this a veil-protected part of the sept?
Nope.
No, okay. She'll not roll onto her side, considering it's not a veil-protected part of the sept, but she will keep her posture very diminutive, keeping her arms in tight close to her body, her head scrunched low, trying to show as much submission as she can in Hamid form.
He stays just staring.
Teeth, I need to tell you something.
He stays staring.
And it's probably best that we go to places that are more appropriate for the kind of conversations that we usually have.
The corner of his mouth twitches, showing bits of teeth, and he doesn't move, and he's still staring at you.
Can I roll a perception and primal urge? Or animal kin?
You can roll perception empathy.
Okay.
Because he is in Hamid form.
Oh, that's right. Shit. My bad. I'm not used to that. Perception, empathy. 1 success.
He's irritated at something Dizzy has done or not done. With 1 success.
With the common sense merit, was it the Raya or the exclusion of Raya?
Common sense merit would not tell you.
Okay. Then, yeah, she doesn't know Teeth well enough to know what he wants. She'll just keep her head down, not look him in the eye. If I've done something to annoy you, I don't know you well enough yet to know what I did wrong.
And you hear his knuckles kind of crack. And a low growl comes out. as he puts the bird seed in his pocket and walks over to Dizzy, grabs her by the neck, and if you want me to roll a can, but if she's not going to resist, throws her to the ground.
Yeah, she's not going to resist. She'll just hit the ground and stay there until he says otherwise.
Because one of the advantages of being like Rage 9 is people give you a wide berth.
Eh.
And another one of looking like a hobo is, you know.
People give you a wide berth.
Yeah, completely.
She'll just lay there. Yeah, I'm sorry. Wasn't sure if this was a place that was
The
appropriate.
foot, before you kind of finish, his foot goes onto Dizzy's throat, not choking off her words. Mikhail is your alpha.
She'll nod.
I'm disappointed. And then the foot comes off.
Yeah, she's not saying anything at this point. She's just staying there until he says something.
You say you did something. The bathrooms are there. I'll meet you back here. Now, up! As he turns around and walks off towards the bathrooms.
Up she goes, going into the women's side, and not even bothering with the roll. She is just going to spend a point of gnosis.
Yep. He will, spend a point of gnosis to step sideways as well.
And when she comes out of the bathroom in the Umbra, she will shift down into Lupus and make her way back to the bench.
Yep. Teeth's back in breed. Much more comfortable. She trots over.
And at that point, she's on the ground.
When he's in Lupus, he drops the concealment on all his cybernetics. So
I think she's seen them once before. So she, at that point, she's on her side, and she's got the legs sort of held up and ears back and head to the ground and eyes not going up to meet his.
Mm-hmm. So what do you have to say?
On our mission to rescue Cinna, after we started taking gunfire, I ran into the fray, not taking into account the fact that there were cameras around, and I did so in Hispo.
You did what?
I broke the veil.
In a public area. You had no idea what was there. You entered Hispo. Of all forms! Hispo. And stalks over. What insanity! possessed you. That you would do such a thing.
To meet my...
You know that is not protected even by the delirium.
I wanted to meet my enemy head on.
And what form were the others in?
Glabro, Hamid.
And did they meet the enemy head on? Or rather, did they think that perhaps charging madly into an unknown area, in the greatest veil breach form of all, short of a metis with horns, you are a liability. I heard there were not people in the room with Cinnamon Harris when she was rescued. If there were, what do you think would have happened if they had seen Hispo Garu coming?
Killed her.
Yes. So he is going to continue walking up to Dizzy. I'm going to say, I am going to teach you half of this lesson. Hopefully. And I'll instruct Miss Harris that you care so little for her life. She is to be commended for what she did in captivity. She showed intelligence and dedication, not idiocy and impetuousness. Ensure that you cannot take the form of Hispo, the seeable future. And he is going to spend a point of rage. And he is going to make a cold shot on Dizzy's front. On Dizzy's left fore. In fact, what's Dizzy's dominant arm?
She's not... I don't think... No, I didn't list her as a southpaw, so yeah, she's just right-handed.
Okay. Her left arm. And going to bite it off.
Jesus.
That's 4 if you want to soak, and he will keep going until the limb comes off.
Out of character, this is going to be a permanent thing, isn't it?
Nope.
No.
This one won't. He specified when he clawed out Chino's eyes and ripped out his tongue that he could only fix one.
Mm-hmm.
Or that he had to keep one of them removed.
Mm-hmm.
This one isn't permanent. It lasts for as long until, well, he will say it until how long it'll last.
All right. She has got 5 soak dice in lupus. Doesn't soak any of it.
Yep. But -1 limb. It'll be removed effectively just below the elbow.
Mm-hmm.
Fix a serious veil breach. or save Miss Harris's life. And I'll consider this on my part forgiven. We report to the Philodoxes. Imagine your Alf will have something to say.
She's just kind of at that point sitting there with her nose scrunched and just keeping her head down.
Imagine yelping in pain because her arm just got bitten off.
Actually, I will make a willpower. I will spend a
will not. We've had this discussion. Your arm just got removed, good sir.
Then I have a question. For the purposes of Mach's ban, would making sounds of pain equate to fear?
Not equate to fear. It's you're in pain.
Okay.
It's not anticipation of pain. The pain is present and there.
Okay. Then yeah, she'll be making an adequate amount of growls and whines and what it basically amounts to a human form of mother son of a bitch. That really hurt.
Yeah. As it's not broken, it's removed.
Yeah.
What you have is a bloody stump.
And did he say and save Cinnamon Harris or fix the mail breach?
Either.
She'll sort of, in the pain that she's in, she'll look up at him. I don't necessarily follow, Teeth Raya. What do you mean save her?
Her life. You tried your level best to passively kill her.
What would you like me to do? She's here, or she's going to be cleansed. I don't know the rite of cleansing.
She's a Garu. I imagine she will be at risk at some point in the future. Either way, show yourself as anything other than an idiot.
Right.
Now, go to the Philodoxes.
All right, then.
If I hear your name again, touched just idiocy. I'm sure you're aware of what will happen.
Something I'm sure a bit more final.
Quite. I've been generous. If you want to find out what happens when you find me in a bad mood, ask Chino.
As Dizzy hasn't heard what happened to Chino, she'll just nod, take his word for it. When am I allowed to heal this? If at all?
When you show that you're something other than an idiot.
Yes, Raya.
Impress me, impress the worm foe, impress the truth catcher, Mother Larissa, chase the storm. We hear good things attached to your name.
All right, then. And she waits to be dismissed.
He just walks off.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she'll shift back into Hamid and then just sort of just plant her face into the soil and let out all of the things that she wanted to say as far as to accentuate what that felt like. And after about a good 5 minutes and twice nearly passing out, she finally stands up. Oh, that's brisk. And use the sleeve on her jacket to tie up underneath and make her way back towards the rock. I ain't gonna be no more banjo for a while. And if there's not anything else, we will call that a scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. And as always, Teeth, it's been a treat.
He had the treat.
Are you telling me he ate what he ate?
No,
or what
he
he
didn't.
ripped off?
No, he didn't.
All right, then. Good night, everyone.